Cup. Hello everyone, this is Zerafun playing Rain World, and last time we figured out that you have to pay the scavenger toll, or they will get nasty and aggressive. We made it through the garbage waste to an exit to something else. I don't see any food nearby, so let's just see what's through here. So yeah, we came a pretty long way through that. Map is switched over to whatever this side is. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how the map switches almost immediately once the... Well, it's not an airlock, but it's kind of similar. Once this thing activates, the map switches areas almost instantly. But even if I've been in this area, it won't show the connections, because I found out that... Okay, drainage system. We have at least sort of been here. New arenas unlocked. Yeah, I've noticed when going through some other areas that if you see one side of a room and another side of the room, but haven't actually seen what's between the two sides, your map will stop expanding when you view it where the disconnect is. It won't show you the other side of the room. So I have been here in the garbage waste before, but I have not been to this particular part of it, and so I won't be able to see how it connects with the parts I have been to, until I actually find a connection. Or I guess on the title screen map, but yeah. Okay. This is all water. I think I see spots where there's air here. There is air there, isn't there? Maybe over here? Nope, I drowned. Okay, maybe I misinterpreted. There has to be air there, doesn't there? Let's take a look at the map, see if it shows... Well, I have to go back through the portal. Let's see if I can see anything here. Nope. Okay, we'll give this at least another try. If it doesn't go well, I can always backtrack into the garbage waste, because there's more of that to explore. But I feel like I have to be able to get through this tunnel, right? They wouldn't put a tunnel there if there's no way through it. Alright, so if I got the map expand... Yeah, I think I see air just past where I died. So the thing I thought was would have air looks like it's just part of the connecting structure, or part of the structure and didn't have an air gap at the top. Oh no, an air gap is something else. Air gap is when you want something disconnected from its environment for security reasons normally. But like an air pocket. Yeah, there's air here. There's not air in the thing to the right that looks like it had little tunnels next to it. I can't see ahead here. But there are tunnels up here, so these should have air. Did they actually connect anything? Looks like not. Yeah, just little tunnels to give you breathing. Here's another one. I feel like I've been here before and I gave up on it. Or something very similar to it. Yeah, I have been here. Alright, let's see if I can use my rock to stun the fish. Looks like a no. And sometimes I call them fish, sometimes I call them leeches. Can't really tell what they are, except unfriendly. Okay, so yeah, I've been here before. Get down that tunnel. Slugcat does not want to go in that tunnel. So I don't imagine the leeches are helping, but... Is that one of those? Yes. Okay, so now I'm getting through here. And hopefully I can get to the surface. Yes. Okay, but now what? There's another tunnel to the left. But can I get to it with all these fish around? Fish, leeches, whatever. I'm thinking the pole will help. So I can get up out of the water, they'll dehydrate and drop off. I can jump over to this. And go through the tunnel. Am I going at it from the wrong angle or something? Okay. I see air over there. Can I get to it? Not with the fish on me. Okay, this is not working well. I'll give it one more try. But there is more of the garbage waste to explore if all else fails, so... I'm not going to feel too bad if I can't find anything else. But yeah, that's definitely air pockets there. Maybe if I can take the snail thing with me, it will stun the fish in the big room. So I think it stunned them in the tunnel before. There's at least food here. Yeah, and if you tap jump, you can turn yourself around. Okay, so I am fed. Yeah, I remember thinking when I first encountered water that the water controls were good, but having to make prolonged swimming trips in less friendly environments, I'm finding that maybe not so much. Alright, I'm seeing multiple leeches here. I'm not seeing the snails. Maybe I can kind of bait them away from the exit. No, they're still clinging onto me. And if they dehydrate and drop off here, they just fall in the water, where they rehydrate immediately. And I think I'm stuck. There's just too many of them on me now. Okay, let's head back to the garbage waste then. This is not working out very well. But yeah, if I could have gotten through here earlier, it would have brought me to the garbage waste when I was exploring the drainage system earlier. Yeah, and I think if I go through the gate, I can't come back in the same cycle. So it's just as well the shelter's on this side of it. Yeah, I think that low humming I'm hearing is just the noise those creatures make. It's similar to what the unlocks sound like, but not quite the same. Alright, so I can skip past them. I can walk out this way. I've not been here before. Now I'm getting music. It's kind of jank. But I guess that suits the garbage waste. Can I make that jump? Oh, that'll help. Yeah, I can spear the popcorn plant to get food. Can I keep going up this way? Up. Yeah, I think one more spear will do it. Yeah, what is this music? Yeah, I've made more difficult jumps than that before. So that's quite doable. A green watcher is watching me. Scavenger merchant. I would assume a merchant wants to trade. Do merchants like spears? I guess so. I seem to have traded a regular spear for an exploding one. I've seen this spot before. Or no, I haven't. There's a ghost lizard. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go that way. Let's see where else this connects to. Time's starting to get low. Is there anything down here? Looks like not, but there is shelter over this way, if my guide is accurate. And eyeball guides have been accurate. although they don't always take into account your ability to travel through certain terrain obstacles. And that thing stole my spear. Yeah, they have a habit of doing that. Okay, got past those. Okay, which way shelter? Don't know. Let's try in here. Excuse me? Okay, I'm seeing a shelter symbol from the guide. There's a karma flower, and there's shelter. Not sure if I can get up there without spear. But there was conveniently one nearby, and I was already carrying one, so we're all good. Okay, to the shelter. Brought some food with me. Brought a spear with me. If I head to the east, it'll probably connect back to where I was earlier. But let's check that out. Okay, Chieftain didn't go up. So maybe that didn't count as a trade. Or maybe something else happened that canceled it out. It looks like we have fairly short time until the rain this time. So I'm seeing the rain pips look awfully close to, or awfully sparse. Come on. Yeah, I thought I could just jump across that. A little stutter there. I can just make it up here. Some more food. Yeah, I'm getting some weird stuttering in the frame rate. Right, go in there. Slugcat is gasping for breath. Get that thing off me. There, I think it's gone. And this goes... Yeah, where does this go? Okay, this is connected to the one screen I saw earlier. Yeah, these are definitely hindering my jumping ability. Climb up. This seems to be high enough for them to dehydrate and drop off. There's a scavenger. And there's a vulture. there anything up higher? I mean, I see the bats, but does that pole go somewhere, or is it just... I think it just stops there. There's a bunch of bats. Okay, I can use another food. Alright, this looks like it might be going somewhere. That, I think, will grab the leech. Or not. Okay, I've been here before. And there's shelter right nearby. It's not the shelter I'm looking for, or it's not the different direction I was looking for, but it is shelter. So we'll rest. See if I can figure out where else I want to try going. Karma up. Chieftain down. So I apparently upset them a bit. Still not sure how. Regardless, this is as good a time as any to stop, so... Yeah, we're somewhere in the garbage waste. We're looking for another way out, which there probably is. But until next time, this has been Arafel playing Rain World. Let's get back to exploring.